It's late July. Quebec's Laurentian mountains beckon outdoorsy people to head up into the hills to the wide open spaces, endless forests, and sparkling lakes. Through this wild landscape runs the Petit Train du Nord pathway, a 236-kilometer bicycle path built on a former railway bed. The scenery is spectacular, with lakes, rivers, and mountains, as well as lively tourist towns and cottage areas. After completing a trail, we like to do something special in the area. In this case, we went on a luge ride, which will be shown at the end of this video. Also, if you could, please press like and subscribe to help the YouTube algorithm promote our channel. We began in the village of Mont Laurier as our kilometer zero. We are riding in the opposite direction from the posted kilometer markers. Wherever you start, there is always the question of how you will get back to your car when you finish a ride. You could pedal back to where you started, but here there are shuttle buses with trailers especially designed for moving bicycles. For a fee, they will transport cyclists and their bikes and luggage to different points along the trail. On the map, the green line is the Trans-Canada Trail connecting Ottawa, Ontario to Montreal, Quebec. It isn't exactly a short direct route. The yellow line shows the Petit Train du Nord. Leaving Mont Laurier, the first thing that sets this trail apart from other non-urban trails is that the path through the wilderness is paved and remains paved for about 100 kilometers to the town of Labelle. It is also remarkable that the path is pretty flat, considering it is winding through mountains and ski hills. It didn't seem steep whichever direction you travel, thanks to its former use as a railway, which generally have a less than 4% grade. The trail services are excellent. Every few kilometers, there are comfortable rest areas, picnic tables, benches, or rustic belvederes to enjoy the views or take shelter from the rain. Many of the old train stations have been converted into information centers, rest areas, and cafes. The stations have toilets with plumbing, a rare luxury on the trails. To top it off, some of them have showers. There are electrical outlets to recharge an e-bike and other electronic accessories, so this is pretty fancy. But I'll warn you that the station washrooms close at 5 p.m. and are locked for the night. Still, portable and rustic outhouses are never far away. Most of the former stations have playgrounds for children, as well as splash parks to cool down. This is a great path to bring the family for a cycling vacation. It took us 4 days to bike the 236 kilometers. We pedaled slow for the video and stopped to explore the towns and attractions in the area. The history of the Petit Train du Nord and the villages it goes through is told through hundreds of old photos, artifacts, and interpretive panels on display all along the route. The train originally was built to bring Montrealers up into the hills to vacation on the ski slopes. It also used to bring tourists and patients to the many resorts and health spas in the Laurentians, some of which still exist today. Saint Jerome Station is the far end or start of the Petit Train du Nord, but if you keep going, the next section is called Petit Train du Nord Sud or South. This section is 36 kilometers long and ends in the Montreal suburb of Bois de Filion, which is where the Trans-Canada Trail map gives as the end of the trail and where we end. We really like the change from woods and picturesque villages to farms and then finally to a gritty urban landscape. This path goes through a hydro corridor, a live train corridor, and close to the highway. All the while, the path is safely off-road except for road crossings. This is a great example of how space for an off-road bike path can be found for bike commuters, fitness enthusiasts, occasional cyclists, bicycle tourists, and is universally accessible. The path was clean and had sections through landscaped corridors as well as many sections where you could look around. The trail ended in Bois de Filion in a quiet neighborhood on the riverside. Free parking for about a dozen vehicles was available across the street. As always, we ended our trail doing something special. We went back into the hills to the village of Saint-Sauveur, which the trail didn't go through but passed close to at Piedmont Station. At the village, we found a water park and an amusement park. In the amusement park, we rode down the luge for our moment. So that is our trail for today. Have a great day.